Your Excellency, the other issue that if we want to make everybody rich in Teso or in Uganda, but Teso in specific, is the restocking. We need to restock the area. The people of Teso only know issues of cows. They know cows. They don't know anything else. But if we bring the project of restocking, that would help them. And as you are aware, the LOC5 also brought in an issue of war victim compensation. There's a compensation that you made a promise, which we have been budgeting for. We've been budgeting 50 billion per financial year, and the last financial year, it reduced to 30 billion. So the people of Teso are requesting if we could go back to the original amount that was being budgeted for, and if it could benefit the majority of the people. Your Excellency, with those few words, on behalf of the people of Teso, we want to sincerely thank you for your initiative of bringing all these projects, Emioga, PDM, the 4-acre model, and this is a 2-acre model. I used to think I was a farmer, but today I've confirmed I'm not. And when you come back after 2 months, I'm going to be a better farmer. And the encouragement, the mindset change that you're giving onto our people, even if you are educated how, I am happy that Joseph can be able to pay salary for about 100 members of parliament, because our salary is only 6 million. So he can pay for about 100 members of parliament. Mzee, we want to thank you, Obeo, and may the good Lord bless you as you preach to people out. And you will, as the Bible says, we shall know them by their works and their deeds.
I'm really very grateful to you. One, for the peace in this country. Because if I was in Ukraine, I don't think I would be having those cows. And I need all of us citizens to appreciate that at least we have peace and a conducive environment to exercise our talents. So, Your Excellency, I'm really, really very grateful and very, very proud that I was able to go to that rally. Looking back now, I don't regret losing that job. I completely don't regret. Your Excellency, I also want to thank you very much for the wisdom. There are many wise people in this country, but you have wisdom, but also you are able to share that wisdom with us. There are people who have wisdom, but they don't even share with us, the young people. But for you, you selflessly give your wisdom to all of us, and that's what has caused the impact that we see today in this village. Your Excellency, for your information, maybe, I am employing 38 people. And these are youth that I picked from here and some of them I took to Yuri for training on value addition, some of them training on how to make soap, and all the 4 sectors that I have, we employ 38 people. And Your Excellency, just like I told you when we were taking our round there are farmers that have trained here on how to keep cattle. Some of them are even more learned than me, and they are crop scientists. But they grow imare. I don't know how imare is called in English. Cowpeas. They grow cowpeas. They grow potatoes. Then when you ask them, I was asking one, how much do you get from this thing? But sometimes you get 50,000, 100. So I told him, why don't you come first and we keep sharing our ideas? So he kept visiting me and he looked at my cows, he looked at everything. And today, Your Excellency, I'm proud that I'm your disciple. I know you're a Bible scholar. You always read. I have followed you so much, and you quote the Bible. You know when Jesus said, "Go and preach the gospel." I'm like you too. One of those disciples. You said, "Go ye and preach." So I went and preached the same gospel. Now I have 7 disciples following me also, who are doing the same, and I'm very proud to show one successful one. Emma, you just stand. That guy is a crop scientist, but now he has at least 4 cows. He's selling milk to me, and we are processing milk, and many other people. And I'm so happy that at least the message is spreading, and people are embracing. Others are on poultry, others are on dairy. Your Excellency, it is very, very difficult sometimes to change people. But when the mindset has changed, you do little. Honestly, like me now, I remember the first time when I came to the National International Youth Day in Nasuret. When I requested you to visit me when you're in Serere, there are people who were saying, "But you, why didn't you ask Your Excellency this and that?" I was telling them, I'm empowered. I know what to ask. So, Your Excellency, today I will ask. But I'm asking as an empowered person. You do little with someone whose mind has changed, whose mindset has changed. So, Your Excellency, it's easier to deal with people with a changed mindset. This I have seen with my people, the disciples that I'm discipling also. Your Excellency, this farm is not only benefiting me and those 7 people. We give seeds to people, other farmers, who grow maize. They have land, and they grow maize in large scale. So we give them maize seeds. They plant for me the maize. We buy from them. So there is a coexistence. Your Excellency, these 2 acres, with your wisdom and the knowledge and my ability to put that you taught me that day into practice, I'm able to announce to you, I'm very excited to tell you that I have 35 acres that the dairy department has bought for me, not very far from here. And we have already constructed a house for 150 animals. We already have our heifers there already. Next year, Your Excellency, I will let you know. By March, we shall be producing 1,000 liters of milk in Teifa. And Your Excellency, that is the only bottleneck that we have is the processing unit, the value addition aspect. We don't have a machine that gives us, which packs the yogurt, processes the yogurt. And that's where our problem is. And it's expensive. It's about 150 million. That's where we are. And the employment will increase because there are people that will work there. And we are now going to supply. This milk is accepted everywhere. And some members have tested. So we will be supplying this milk to other places. Your Excellency, just before I give you my barrel, I want to thank you again for coming. But also, I want to bring you special greetings from my daughters. I have 3 daughters. They are at school. One of them called me, actually, I told them, they call you my professor. When we are in the house, we struggle. If you are having a rally or addressing everybody, addressing the nation, I tell everybody to keep quiet because I want to listen to you. So they know you are my professor. So the girl was asking me, is it possible to come and pick me? Then I'll be the one to tell His Excellency that thank you very much for empowering my dad. That's why I'm at school now. So I told her, first finish school, you are doing exams. I will tell the Excellency your message. My daughter said, thank you for empowering her father because now she's able to go to school. Your Excellency, as a family and people of Teso, we are so grateful. And for those who have tasted the fruit of this farm will testify with me that we are very happy. We are really, really happy for what you have done to us and particularly to me, because it's now spreading as wildfire. Everybody now knows that Joseph is doing this, Joseph is doing this, but all this I attribute it to you. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I'm Maraka Najayo Famulo Ngesingin. Your Excellency, I've just given them my Shibaro from daily, monthly, annually from all the projects. And I've summarized and told them, right now, I'm getting 608 million from all my projects.
Net?
Net.
Oh, okay.
That is clean money.
608?
940.
Oh, okay.
So, Your Excellency,
Okay.
this money can increase.
Yes, it is.
This money can increase. We are targeting to produce 1,000 liters, not only from me, but also from my friends whom have given this message. So our only request now, Your Excellency.
But the main point is that the 600 million net is still from only 2 acres.
2.5 acres.
Is that clear to you people? Before she has added the other land he has bought.
Yes.
So even just the 2 acres.
Yeah, all this is happening here. The other side is not even bringing in cash yet.
Yes.
This just here.
I've told you many times that leadership is like medicine. A medical doctor looks at a patient and makes a diagnosis. If the diagnosis is correct, then he makes a prescription. If the prescription is correct, then the patient will be healed. This is exactly what the NRM has been doing. Since the student days, you know, we started these arguments in the 1960s with our elders who were leading that time. On this side, you would have people like Cuthbert Obwangor and others. They were here on this side. On the western side, we had our own leaders there. Now, the line of the NRM, what became NRM, the student movement, was that this idea of prosperity for all was not clear to people. They thought it was impossible. How can all people be prosperous? One of them said, "You young boy, do you see my fingers here? Do you see that they are not the same height?" We were in Uganda Club, in that Uganda Club there. That's where the UPC people used to meet and drink and dance and so on. UPC members of parliament and Obote. Then he said, "Look, young boy, you look at my fingers here. See, some fingers are tall, some are short. That's how life is. Some people are short, some people are tall, so you can't do anything about it." So they were saying that what we were saying, that abaratakere, what we summarize here as abaratakere, is impossible. Because some people are clever, some are not clever, some are so. Richness is there, but poverty is also there. And for us, we are saying, no. Anybody who gets a good message, a good analysis, a good diagnosis, and a good prescription, if he wants, because if you get a prescription medicine and you don't take it, even if the diagnosis is correct, the medicine is there, but if you don't take it, you die. That he refused to take the medicine. Now, so when, and the leaders are really, you need to be very careful. Because if you see what happened to those independence leaders, many, they do not end up well, that generation. Because I think there's also something God doesn't like. God doesn't like to give you a chance and you don't use it for his people. And in the Bible it says so. Jesus said, when I was thirsty, you never gave me water. Fortunately, I've got my daughter who is a nun, so she can always help me. Accurate. So Jesus said, when I was thirsty, you didn't give me water. Then the disciples said, but when were you thirsty, Master? He said, when you did not give water to the other one who was thirsty, you did not give it to me. So for me to be a leader of Uganda, and I don't talk about poverty, God will not like it. And I don't want God to chase me from when I go there. So me, when I get a chance, I talk about our diagnosis. The analysis we did was these people of 4 acres and less are endangered species. They're in trouble. These families are in trouble. If we don't rescue them now, they will be in total poverty, and there will be a problem even to the country, to themselves, but also to the country. Because remember, like Ijala with 2 acres is like one-eyed person. Because if he puts 1 acre under food crop, like cassava, for instance, for him, he's got a lot of money now. He doesn't have to grow the food. He can buy food from others. But if you can't buy food, you put 1 acre under food, you remain with 1 acre to deal with the money. Now, if you make a wrong enterprise, it is like a one-eyed person. When the one eye goes away, you are blind. So you must carefully choose and recommend an enterprise for these people. If you are lucky to be their leader by God's grace, like God has put me here with you people. I cannot recommend something that I know will not work. It's very dangerous because God will not be happy with me. So my yardstick was, what I recommend to these 4 acres and less must be high value, with a big demand within Uganda, a big demand regionally, and also internationally. This was the yardstick. You go and look on the internet, because you people, me, I'm never on the internet, never. It is almost zero. I don't look on the internet. But you go and look on the internet. The 7 activities we recommended are all, they have a big global demand. So that's why we said 1 acre for coffee, 1 acre for fruits. I saw last night a door, I was not sure about the fruits, but I will convince you. She was speaking in the TV. But the fruits, you check on the internet. The fruit and fruit products are huge demand globally. 2nd acre fruits, 3rd acre pasture for dairy. This dairy here. 4th acre food crop for the family, because I didn't want the families to buy food. I want them to produce their own cassava, at least for food. Then in the backyard, this is the message which Ijara had at Soroto grounds. Then in the backyard, poultry for eggs. Because there, the size of the land does not matter. You have seen Ijara with the gorofa of chickens, some chicken upstairs, some chicken downstairs. And then finally, And then piggery, you people who don't mind pigs. Piggery, in the backyard also. And then finally, fish farming, which is what I want to persuade some of the artists of people to do on the edge of the fish farm, of the swamps. They should get out of the swamps, go on the periphery, and do fish farming there. So with these, I was sure the 4 acres person would be prosperous. But if you can't do all the 7, do some of them. And this is exactly that's what Ijara did. So I'm very happy. Mot. What do you say in Teso? Slowly? Is it mot? Like the language? Oh, okay. Mot. I'm getting some disciples. Some Simon Peters, some Marcos, some Lukes. I'm gathering strength, you never know. So I'm very happy to be here to see what Ijara did. I didn't know him. This is how God works. You sow, you don't know where the seed has fallen. Now the seed had fallen on the taxi driver who escaped from prison, from work. Now he is earning more than net 600 million shillings. From 2 acres, employing 38 people. So all these things you are talking about are really wrong. Lack of jobs. Jobs, if 2 acres can employ 38 people, that means 1 acre is employing 19. You make it, make the IMR. If only Uganda has got a land area of 40 million acres for agriculture, if only 7 million acres were doing what our people are beginning to do, we would have so many jobs that we would have no people to do them. And this is what happened in the past. When you see all these people who came here, the Banyarwanda, the Barundi, they came because of the Karitu economy, which the British had created, the one of coffee, cotton. We didn't have enough workers. That's how all these people from other countries came here. So if you do what he has done. The other day I visited our boy, the Minister of State for Transport. He's also a quick learner. He's like this one. What is his name, the boy? Byamukama. He's now selling 320 trays of eggs per day, like this one here. And he's employing also 30-something people. So therefore, I'm very happy. Now the support I will give you, I know you are an Abaran, but I have heard that there is my granddaughter who is in the school. I will send the grandchildren, I will send them 10 million shillings. And maybe they can buy 1 cow also, and an extra cow. And how much do you buy these cows? How many? How much?
6 million. 6 million.
6 million.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah.
So I want to buy. I don't want to give them 1 cow. You give him 12 million, 2 cows.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
For my granddaughters.
Thank you very much.
But now I will support you with the 150 million. The 150 million for the yogurt. You said the yogurt, the one you have something. You need 150 million for the yogurt. Because that one will be for the whole village, not just for you. So, Eyalama Edeke.